smell.
With 1 beer, 2 beers, 3 beers, a shot of whiskey.
Oh my God!
Hey guys, welcome back to Squared Circle Rants. I'm RC Gate, and this Sunday is AEW's Revolution. Oh, yay. Well, there's at least one match to be really excited for, maybe two, but I'm going to go through the match card, or what the match card is at this moment. We all know AEW, they'll throw in a ton of other matches, but so far we only have 7. As of now, Dynamite hasn't happened yet, so 7 right now. The first match is Ricky Starks versus Chris Jericho with the JAS banned from ringside. I don't know why we're having this match, but it's going to happen. At least we don't have the JAS. I don't really want to see Ricky versus Jericho again. I have a fear that even after this match, no matter who wins, we're going to see more again. But the babyface lover in me definitely going for Ricky Starks. Now, I have another fear, and it was after listening to the Jim Cornette Experience, where apparently it was changed. Originally, it said Ricky Starks versus Chris Jericho. Everyone is banned. Well, now it's just the JAS. So could Jericho throw someone else in? Whatever happens, happens, and then we get Ricky and Jericho again. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see. God, I wish it was on Saturday. But yes, Ricky Starks for the win on that one. Then we move on to Jon Moxley versus Hangman Page in Texas Deathmatch. Actually, no, let me correct, because Moxley said Texas Death. Of course, messed up his line. But yes, Texas Deathmatch. God, another match I'm not really excited for. I mean, I love Moxley. Hangman's good-ish. But, what, we've already had 3 matches out of him? I forgot who won what. Some were okay, some were painful to watch. Because I like Moxley, I'm more biased towards him. I like him a little more. I just hope this is it. If we're going to do Texas Death, there's going to be blood, there's going to be weapons, and don't get me wrong, I grew up in that era, the Attitude Era, loving ECW, going, oh my God, but there's only so many times you can see it over and over. It's going to be okay. Moxley for the win on that one. Next up, I'm a little more excited for this one. The TNT Championship is on the line as Samoa Joe defends it against Wardlow. I like both of these guys. They really screwed up this story. Actually, you know what? Let me go on a little bit of rant here. So Samoa Joe, to garner heat and to really tick off Wardlow, he cuts off his hair. Okay. He has long hair. Probably doesn't want a haircut anytime soon. Yeah, I guess that's going to tick him off. But then Wardlow in an interview then tells the touching story of when his father passed away. He wanted to be more like his dad, grew his hair out, somewhat grew his beard. And you're like, oh, okay, that really tugs at the heartstrings. Baby, the babyface way to go. But shouldn't you have introduced this story before Joe did it? It would have made more sense, given more heat. Like, oh my God, what is he doing? What is he doing? Instead it was, okay, he cut his hair. But it should be a decent match. I mean, I like Wardlow. Definitely love Samoa Joe even more. And yes, he's the heel. I want to see him continue with the, I think it was, he call himself the king of TV or whatever. I want to see him continue with that. Of course, then again, I want to see Ring of Honor being more prominent. But we'll wait and see. Not going to hold my breath. So Samoa Joe for the win on that one. Then we get to, of course, I'm going to say now I don't know the order of any of these matches. So I'm just going with the list I see here on SB Nation. For the AEW World Trios Championship, the Elite, whatever they do, versus the House of Black. And I'm a little more excited for this one. I love the House of Black. Storyline wise, hasn't made a whole bunch of sense. Even behind the scenes, we know Malachi Black hasn't he hasn't come out and expressly said he's upset with the way he's written or booked or whatever. We know he had some problems, took some time off. I was really excited just to get something more out of the House of Black on this second run. And that's been AEW's whole MO. You'll get excited about a certain storyline. You're really into it in the beginning, but then after like 1 or even 2 weeks, it's fallen flat. You don't really care anymore. But when they came back, they were on a mission. They still are. They're going to, I forgot the way he worded it, but purify or make the tag team division better. I mean, definitely a good way to try to get the trios division out there because there really isn't any. There was maybe 2, 3 groups. Now there's been slowly a little bit more, but this should be fun. Everyone knows I'm not high in the Elite. Very talented. They stay in great shape, but mostly, behind the scenes crap that I just don't respect about them. So yes, I'm heavily biased against them. And I love the House of Black, so I hope they win the titles, do something better with it. Because come on. The only people that had the titles before were Death Triangle. And then, the Elite got suspended. Well, slap on the wrist. Came back. We only saw these 2 teams wrestle 7 weeks in a row. Well, 7 matches in a row. I think they put some on Rampage. And you just knew the Elite was going to win it, so the titles don't really mean that much. Now, they could change that after this match, but I don't see that happening. Give it to the House of Black. Make them more interesting. Book them better. Of course, you could say that about the whole entire roster. But yes, House of Black for the win on that one. Man, we still got some matches to go. This is going to be a fun Sunday. Then we have AEW World Tag Team Championships on the line as the Guns defend versus the Acclaimed and Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. And to be announced. Oh man, I've been hearing a lot of good things about this group, definitely in Japan. No, they're going to have a tournament, they're going to have another battle royal tonight to determine who's going to be a part of this match. But yes, so we don't know who the 4th members are going to be. Should be a good match. I mean, the Guns are good. They've gotten better every time I've seen them. Love the Acclaim, who got over on their own. Not the best in the ring, but they definitely entertain. Love Jay Lethal. Got to meet him. Picture up there. Jeff Jarrett, a legend. I mean, I'm not going to go into every good or bad thing he's ever done, but Jeff is a legend. He is. Should be a good match. Really interested to see who the 4th team's going to be. I mean, I want the Acclaim to rightfully get back their titles, but I can see the Guns keeping them. So, let me do a quick thing in my head. Guns for the win. There you go. We're almost done. I promise. Maybe. Then the AEW's World Championship match, Jamie Hayter, the champion, versus Soraya. Yay. This is my house. Anyway, versus Ruby Soho. And sadly, this is kind of a... Well, actually, no. I was about to say this seems just like another thrown together match. You know, but it's for the women's title. But even though the booking, the storyline hasn't been so good, there's something. Like Soraya and Jamie Hayter have been battling, well, their respective partners too, helping them out. They've tried to paint Ruby Soho being stuck in the middle, haven't done a great job of it, but there's something. You know, there's a story there, even if it isn't good. I'd love Ruby Soho to get the title. Soraya is too soon, even though, yes, a lot of people refer to her as an icon. I can't argue that. Her run as of late, not so good. But you know what? I wouldn't mind Jamie Hayter keeping the title, like do better at presenting her as the top female. Maybe even focus more on the female roster. But yes, Jamie Hayter for the win on that one. And then finally to the main event for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. All right, I'll drop that. MJF the champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman versus Bryan Danielson in a 60-minute Iron Man match. Wow, and if you thought the night was going to be long before, whoo-wee. No, I'm excited for this one. There's been a couple of missteps here and there with the storyline. I'm not going to get into it that much. I've always said it, and I will keep saying MJF is just one of the best heels out there right now. Bryan Danielson, definitely the babyface of this, but he has an aggression we haven't seen in WWE. It's gotten close. It's gotten there. He's really good at showing it, but here he's had free reign just to be himself. These two, I think, could pull off a good 60-minute Iron Man match. It's just bad that this main event is on a already stacked card. I mean, come on, you got 6 matches before this. So either they're going to go 10 minutes at the most in some of them. So yes, no doubt these men are going to put on a great show. And we haven't seen a true 60-minute Iron Man match in a long time. WWE puts it down to 30. Of course, this could be the justification, like, man, WWE only does 30. Why not do an hour? And you can tell maybe, I don't know, there could be many reasons. But if this goes bad, then you're like, okay, I can see why they did 30. I hope it doesn't. I'm very optimistic. It's going to be great. As much as we would like I've said, Sammy versus Roman Reigns. To compare to that, you do want the white hot babyface to win the title, take it all. But to keep comparing, they've had a storyline. It's been better. Actually, it's been the highlight of Dynamite. Let's just be honest here. But it hasn't, I don't want to say been as big, but a lot of people haven't invested as much into this than they have the Bloodline. Of course, then again, that's been built for a while now. Like, they just keep doing different things, keep your interest. This has kept my interest, but not something where, okay, they're going to feud next week or they're going to go back. No, give it some breath. Find a good, different way to get them back together. I do agree with a lot of people, that would say or think, well, why do we have the 60-man Iron match? AEW does that a lot, where here's a big match, but why are we there? Shouldn't have this been something to be set up through months, a year, and then it's, you know what, let's find out who's the best. Do it now. You know, they do a lot of, how do they say it? They do a lot of weird booking. We know that. But yeah, I would keep it on MJF. Get him different baby faces, different type of matches. Don't go directly into making someone bleed or non-disqualification. But yeah, MJF is the biggest thing AEW has right now. You want to keep that title on the heel. Definitely. Well, there you have it, folks. Those are my thoughts, predictions on who's going to win, lose, do something stupid at AEW Revolution this Sunday. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, hey, thanks. I appreciate it. But please like, share, subscribe. Really helps me out. Helps people to notice me. But yeah, that's all I got for you. Hope you enjoy the show. Enjoy tonight's Dynamite if you can. Hey, get a beer or something else. Have a good one, guys.
Oh my God!